Okay, here's the first question on Pythagoras' theorem. It asks us to work out the length of AB, which is in this case the hypotenuse. So we label up our triangles with C being the hypotenuse and A and B are the other two sides. So Pythagoras' theorem states the hypotenuse squared equals the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared. We're going to substitute in the values we know. So our A is 15 squared and our B is 8 squared. So using our calculator, 15 squared is 225, 8 squared is 64. If we add these two up, that's going to give us the grand total of 289. And the final step then is C is equal to the square root of 289, which in this case is 17 centimeters. Now that's the formal method, but there is a less formal method, and the less formal method is where we basically square the two sides that we know. So 8 squared is 64, 15 squared is 225. When it's the hypotenuse that we're working out, we then would add those two values, which would give us the 289. And the last step would be to square root the 289, which gives us exactly the same answer, which is the 17 centimeters. So for our second question, we're being asked to work out BC, which is on the bottom of our triangle, and this time it is not the hypotenuse. So first thing, label up our triangle, C, A and B. Now the more formal method is where we start with the formula, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. We substitute into the formula, so we'll have 20 squared equals A squared plus 6 squared. Using your calculator, 20 squared is 400 and 6 squared is 36. A little bit of rearranging now. We have 400 take away 36 equals A squared. That gives us a grand total of 364 equals A squared. And the final step is to square root. And if we do this with our calculator, it is going to give us 19.1 centimeters to 1 decimal place. Now, if we're going to use the less formal method this time, it's very, very similar. We square both the sides, so 20 squared is 400, 6 squared is 36. But instead of adding them like we did in the previous question, when we're working out one of the shorter two sides, we subtract. So if we take the 36 away, we get 364, and the last step is to square root, and square root in the 364 gives us once again 19.1 centimeters.